Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am so excited for this video because you clicked on this video for one reason. It's because you're a beginner in makeup. I'm also a beginner in makeup, but I've unlocked a hack for you to look your best and make you look like a MUA. Like you're an expert in eye looks, because particularly just in eye looks, I've struggled. I've never done anything special to my eyes because I've cried. I've gotten my makeup professionally done and they've done like bold looks and eyeliner and it just didn't suit my face. I thought I was a problem. I thought I was ugly this whole time. And I've had other people experiment on my face and I've experimented on my face, and I feel like I've finally figured out the eye look that suits best my eye shape and my face. And I feel like if you're into the smoky look and like the dainty makeup eye looks, then this video is just for you because I got the look that you need in your life. So let's get into it. As you can tell, I already have my base done, and now it's recommended to do it without anything on your face. But for the purpose of this video, I will touch it up as we go. But we're gonna use some tape to start with the eyeliner. And now this is the only way I can do eyeliner. So we're gonna take 2 pieces of tape and we're gonna line it up with how we want our eyeliner to be. And now what I do to catch this angle the best is that I take a very close-up mirror and I kind of just look down, and that's how I can see the line on my face better. So I'm going to show you an example on one eye on how I place my tape. So I take the exaggerated mirror that's very up close and I kind of angle it like this to my face, very close. And you can better see your natural eyeliner outline of your face. And so I'm going to take some tape and I'm going to follow it as best as I can, like this. And it's okay if it's a little over, because sometimes I do find that when the tape does overlap a little bit on your waterline or is directly on your waterline, it's like the best angle. I kind of mess around with it to see whatever feels best. And the good thing is that since you can see where the tape is, you kind of imagine like an eyeliner there. So that's how I kind of figure out which angle I want for the day. Sometimes it's a little higher, sometimes it's a little lower, and it's just trial and error, guys. Even though I do sometimes keep messing up with training wheels, I feel like it is easier for me to correct it than without the training wheels of the tape. But find the angle that you want. This is how it looks like on mine. If you want to try to make sure you have the correct angle on how the tape is supposed to look like, but that's how we do it. Now you're gonna go find whatever eyeshadow palette available you have and an angled brush. This is how it looks like. On mine it has a spoolie at the end, but make sure it's angled, okay? The eyeshadow palette that I will be using is a Too Faced Natural Eyes, and if you want to match it up to another brand eyeshadow palette that you may have around, these are the colors. I've had this for a long time. And let's just say 17 years old, and now I'm 24. But it's whatever. It works. It works, okay? And I love it. I will be using the color Erotica. Sometimes I do go in with this brown, this espresso, or I go in with the chocolate martini. It kind of depends my vibe, but I really love Erotica. One of my favorite shades. So I'm going to take my angled brush and I'm going to go in, get that color, tap it off for any excess, and I'm going to go back in with my mirror, the same technique where you kind of look under. I feel like it's the best way you can see the eyeliner and your natural shades of your face, if you would describe it that way. And I'm just going to go in and follow the line of the tape. Like this. I'm just following the tape line, and you get to decide how long you want the eyeliner. For me, right about there is good, and I just keep going and I keep building it up very slowly If you want a more dramatic look, you can make it longer, you can make it bolder, darker, whatever you want. But this is how my eyeliner came out. I'm gonna close my eyes to show you. I like it. They're cousins, and that's okay. They don't have to be identical, okay? No one will tell unless it's really obvious. You can't tell. Only I can tell. So you can always go back in, fix it yourself, put back the tape. Since you already have the line there, it's easy to go back in and fix it. Sometimes I freehand it and pray to God that I don't mess it up, but this is all trial and error. And like I said, it's eyeshadow. It comes off very easily, and you can just go back in and redo it as many times. And it's very quick compared to having a gel or like a very pigmented dark eyeliner or pencil. I feel like it's much easier to work with an eyeshadow, and you can practice. It's one of the best techniques, and it's been working out for me. Now we're gonna go back in with the same shade, Erotica, and we're gonna be using the same angled brush throughout this whole video. And we're gonna put it not on the waterline, but near and as close we can get to the waterline. And it's gonna be a very thin mark that you're gonna make on your eye. So we're gonna be putting Erotica right here to the middle of your eye, middle of your pupil right here. I'm just gonna put it near the waterline towards the middle. Build it up slowly. It's gonna look scary. This eye looks scary. That's why I'm showing you again from the beginning on this eye, because I was recording the other eye and I was like, my credibility down the drain. What is happening? But trust me, it's gonna look crazy at first and you're gonna be like, I don't know if I like it. Trust the process, please. And switch up the angles as well when you're doing it. So I started off with the pointy at the end and kept pulling it this way, and then once I got to the middle, I like switching it so the pointy end is towards the pupil, the middle of my eye. The next brush I will be using is this one. Any brush that you can use for your inner corner that fits in that area, or is also as thin and can help you be very precise near the same waterline area, use that brush. Use whatever. I'm not a professional makeup artist. This is just me being a girl and learning. And this is how I do it. And if anybody else is kind of concerned, that's not the right brush, that's not the right technique, you're doing it wrong, leave. This is for the beginners. This is for my babies that are just learning and they want to look good. And I'm not going to make you feel bad for using what you have at home, okay? Use whatever. So any highlighter, any eyeshadow palette, sometimes they have highlighter shades or like a brighter, lighter shade. I go in with Push Up. If you have something similar like that, great. If you don't, then it's okay. These will work. I also go in with this one as well at times, but the few other times I've been doing this look, I've been using Push Up, and I really like how it turns out because I also blend it into my eyelid, so it kind of looks like I have, not looks, but it spreads into my eyelid and it gives this eyeshadow look. Okay, so we're gonna take the highlighter and we're gonna lightly follow this line on the opposite side so it kind of blends a bit, and put it in our inner corner as well. Inner corner, I put some there, follow this line, and then I take it and I go up. Now for the final touches, I'm going to go in with an eye curler. I'm going to curl my eyelashes and put on some mascara, any eyelash curler, and this will complete and tie the look all together. The mascara that I'll be using is the Lash Idol Flutter Extension by Lancome. I'm really loving this mascara. It's really great. It works for me. I am looking for another mascara that's better for your eyelashes. But so far this one doesn't clump. It's very nice. The brush works well. It's not too thick. It doesn't drive me crazy, and it gives me the most perfect eyelash each time. So I'm kind of scared to go looking for another mascara, but I really want to try tubing mascara, something a little bit more waterproof, because I find that whatever mascara that I'm using, somehow it gets under my eye and it drives me crazy, even with setting spray. So if you have any recommendations, please leave that down below. There's a video I watched where they recommended doing the tips first and then going under and then up. That's just the technique that I've kind of been implementing from the plenty of makeup videos I've been watching. Another hack is that if you get mascara on your eyelids, take the spoolie and you're just gonna brush it off and it comes off like magic. I don't know what the sorcery behind this is, but it's been life-changing since I've learned it, so. But yeah, this is the final makeup look. You see, it's so simple. It's not scary. It might be a little bit precise when it comes to the angled brush and getting it the perfect shadowy look under your eye. But once you get over that, it's very simple. It looks like you have like that smoky eyeliner look, but in reality, you did a quick 1-2 and then nothing much. Do not be intimidated. Okay, keep practicing, keep removing that makeup and do it again, because that's how I got here, and this is very simple. I love the look. I actually wore this look for the neighborhood concert and I was so happy because I'm like, yes, I match the aesthetic. Everybody was wearing similar eye looks. I really hope you enjoyed this video. It was really fun to make and it's very different from my regular content, but I felt like I had to do this for the girls because as a girly myself, there's a lot of things I still have to learn, and I want to be able to teach you what I know because we're in this together, okay? We got to lift each other up, all positive vibes. But this makeup look is one of my favorite makeup looks and I get so many compliments because it looks complicated, but it's not. But besides that, I hope you guys have a beautiful night or day wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you next time.